Okay, real quick. I need you to think about something. When was the last time you felt genuinely, completely, deeply happy? Not just okay, not just fine, actually happy. For most people, that answer is complicated because we live in a world with more comfort, more food, more safety, and more options than any humans in history. And yet, depression is now the leading cause of disability worldwide. Anxiety affects hundreds of millions of people. We have everything, and somehow we are miserable. So here's the question that actually keeps scientists up at night. Ancient humans had nothing: no houses, no doctors, no guaranteed food, no heating. Their children died regularly. Predators wanted to eat them. And yet, the archaeological and anthropological evidence suggests they were significantly less depressed than we are. How? How did people with genuinely terrible lives feel better than people with genuinely comfortable ones? That's what we're getting into today. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you will never think about your own happiness the same way again. Let's go. Alright, first things first, because I already know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking ancient humans weren't less depressed. They just died before depression could develop. Wrong. Completely wrong. Anthropologists who study modern hunter gatherer tribes, groups of people who still live almost exactly like our ancient ancestors, consistently report something shocking. These people smile more, they laugh more, they report higher life satisfaction, they sleep better, they have almost no chronic anxiety. And the fascinating thing is, their lives are objectively harder than yours. So, what exactly did ancient humans have that we don't? The answer isn't one thing, it's five things. And every single one of them is something modern life has quietly taken away from us. Thing number one: movement. Here's something your doctor knows but probably hasn't told you directly. Your brain was not designed to sit still. Ancient humans walked an average of 8 to 12 miles every single day, not for exercise, not to lose weight, just to survive. Hunting, gathering, moving camp, finding water, their bodies were in constant motion. And here's why that matters. Every time you move your body, your brain releases a chemical cocktail of dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. These are literally your brain's happiness chemicals. Movement isn't just good for your body. Movement is how your brain produces the chemicals it needs to function without depression. Ancient humans were getting a massive dose of natural antidepressants every single day without even knowing it. And what do? We sit at desks, we sit in cars, we sit on couches, we sit for 8, 10, 12 hours a day. And then we wonder why we feel empty and anxious and low. Your brain is desperately waiting for you to move. It has been waiting since you woke up this morning. Ancient humans never had this problem because survival required constant movement. We removed survival pressure and accidentally removed our brain's primary happiness mechanism with it. Thing number two: community. This one is the one researchers talk about the most. Ancient humans lived in tight groups of 20 to 50 people. They ate together every single day. They slept near each other. They raised children together. They grieved together. They celebrated together. There was no such thing as eating alone. There was no such thing as spending a weekend by yourself. Every moment of life was shared. And loneliness, true prolonged loneliness, was essentially impossible. Now compare that to modern life. In the United States, over 60% of adults report feeling lonely regularly. 1 in 4 adults say they have no close friends at all. People go days, sometimes weeks, without a real meaningful human conversation. We are the most connected species in history, with smartphones and social media and video calls. And we are the loneliest we have ever been, because your brain doesn't register a text message the same way it registers sitting next to someone. Your brain doesn't get the same chemical signal from a like on Instagram that it gets from a real human laugh shared in the same room. Ancient humans were surrounded by their people every minute of every day. We replace that with followers, and it is making us deeply, profoundly unwell. Thing number three: purpose. Every single morning, an ancient human woke up knowing exactly why they existed: find food, protect the tribe, raise the children, keep the fire going. Their purpose was clear, it was immediate, it was physical, it was shared with everyone around them. There was no existential crisis about whether their life had meaning. Meaning was survival. Meaning was the people next to them. And psychologists have found something fascinating. Humans who have a clear daily purpose, even a simple one, even a physical one, report dramatically lower rates of depression and anxiety than humans who have everything they need but no clear reason to get out of bed. Modern life has given us comfort and taken away urgency. We don't need to find food. We don't need to protect anyone. We don't need to do anything to survive today. And that freedom, that beautiful, comfortable freedom, has accidentally left millions of people lying in bed at 2 a.m. asking themselves what any of this is even for. Ancient humans never asked that question. They didn't have time, and that was actually a gift. Thing number four, sleep. This one will make you angry. Ancient humans slept with the sun. They woke when it got light. They slept when it got dark. Their bodies were perfectly synchronized with the natural light cycle of the earth. Their cortisol, which is your stress hormone, rose naturally with the morning sun and fell naturally at sunset. Their melatonin, which is your sleep hormone, triggered automatically when darkness came. Their nervous systems were in perfect balance. Now, what do? We stare at bright screens that trick our brains into thinking it's midday at 11 p.m. We drink caffeine to stay awake past our body's natural shutdown time. We set alarms that rip us out of sleep cycles our body hasn't finished. We wake up exhausted, spend the day wired on stimulants, and then wonder why our mood is unstable and our anxiety is constant. Sleep deprivation is one of the most powerful triggers of depression that scientists have ever identified, and modern life has made genuinely good sleep almost revolutionary. Ancient humans slept perfectly not because they were disciplined, because there was nothing else to do after dark. Thing number five, nature. The last one is the simplest and maybe the most important. Ancient humans spent 100% of their time outside. Sunlight, fresh air, natural sounds, the smell of earth and rain and trees. And this wasn't just pleasant, it was neurologically essential. Scientists have now identified something called the nature deficit effect. When humans are separated from natural environments for extended periods, measurable changes happen in the brain. Stress hormones increase. The part of the brain associated with rumination and negative self talk becomes more active. Anxiety increases. Modern humans spend an average of 90% of their lives indoors. We live under artificial light, breathe recycled air, and look at flat screens instead of open horizons. And our brains are paying the price for it in ways we are only beginning to understand. Ancient humans didn't have a word for nature therapy. They didn't need one. The entire world was their therapy. So let's put this together. Ancient humans never got depressed at the rates we do because their daily lives were built around exactly what the human brain needs to stay healthy: constant movement, deep community, clear purpose, perfect sleep, and total immersion in the natural world. Modern life has made us safer, more comfortable, and more informed than any humans in history. And in doing so, it accidentally removed almost everything our brains actually need to feel okay. We are the first humans in history to have solved survival, and the first humans in history to have an epidemic of people who have everything and feel nothing. And here's the uncomfortable part: knowing this doesn't fix it. You cannot move back into a cave. You cannot uninvent the smartphone. You cannot rebuild a 50% tribe in your apartment building, but you can move your body every single day. You can eat with other people instead of alone. You can find something that gives your day clear purpose. You can protect your sleep like it is the most important thing you own, because for your brain it is. And you can go outside. Just go outside. Ancient humans didn't need therapy. They just needed to live the way humans were designed to live. And maybe, just maybe, so do we. History was weirder than you think, and we are stranger than we like to admit. Subscribe to Oddly Ancient for more history that's darker, weirder, and more fascinating than anything you learned in school. New video every day. See you in the next one.